Welcome to RCAM. I'm your host, Ryan, and thank you for tuning in today. I hope all of you guys are having a very blessed day, and I hope you had a very blessed Thanksgiving. Let me get this situated to get my wifey in the shot on TikTok.
What's that?
So you get to see her pretty face and not just me.
I'm wearing a pound of makeup today. We just finished trying to take some photos.
Attempting. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to take photos with
A 2.5 year
a
old.
2.5-year-old, but I would rather wrangle a velociraptor.
Yeah, no, that's what it's like. Actually, it's not rather. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Lots of bribery. If you just stay still, we'll give you a cookie. Cookie? And then yeah. And then she doesn't stay still.
Yeah. She was
She's cute. She's super cute,
yeah,
but she doesn't stay
adorable,
still.
but does not stay still at
No.
all. So that was fun.
It was It was
It was
quite
an
the
event. It was an adventure.
I feel like I lost 5 pounds just from all the work, you know?
Yeah, I'm in touch with that. It was definitely a challenge. So today we are going to be reacting to Sam hasn't seen this video yet, so I'm pretty excited for her to see it.
I have not.
I am expecting her to suffer from secondhand cringe after she sees this video.
Is
So
it like actually cringy or is
it's
it supposedly cringy and not really
oh, it's
cringy?
definitely cringy. Like without a doubt in my mind is it cringy, but it's like the person is being unironic. So she's not trying she's trying it is a bit, but it's like she's also not joking though.
She's being very sincere. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm so far. Ooh,
So
sorry.
we'll do that. We're also going to discuss some immigration news.
Immigration.
Some stuff
Sorry.
happening there. And then I got a couple of videos on the docket. Some for you, like health and
Wellness.
vaccine stuff related.
The
She's
jabs.
so that's her expertise is like the health and wellness stuff.
Yep.
You
I
know?
keep him healthy.
Yeah, she keeps me alive.
I keep them alive. It's really good.
So yeah, so we got a mix, and as always, if you guys have any topics or anything that you want us to cover, let us know, and we'd be happy to discuss anything. Really, we don't mind at all. So that's cool. And also, today is the first day where I don't have to read any ads, which is really nice.
That's nice.
No ads. So no ads. Which is one of the cool things about being on Rumble. Is
But
that
don't forget Rumble Premium and don't forget 1775 coffee or gaming chairs and aim controllers.
No, we don't have to do that.
Okay, just making sure.
But no, but I do think Rumble is I'm not getting paid nothing for this. I just think Rumble is awesome. They really listen to their creators. They knew like we didn't really like doing the ad reads as part of the requirement to be in our program. So now one of the requirements is that we have to raid somebody out, which I love doing anyway, because it exposes other, my audience to other creators and other creators to my audience. So I think, yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, so let's get into
your chats up.
Yeah, all my chats are up.
Your chatty chats.
All my chats are up, so we should be good.
Okey-doke.
Now I did do something a little bit differently. So if the audio or something sounds off, please let me know. I'm depending on you guys to let me know. All right, so we are going to switch and transition to this first story. So let's get into it. No, that's not the first story. All right, this is it. I don't know if you've ever heard of this woman, Miss Frazzled.
No.
She's a gem. She's special.
Special.
So we're gonna play this clip. We're gonna see. It's like
off center.
Hold on a second.
So apparently she's special.
She is special.
It says oh God. Gentle parenting your transphobic uncle at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Because we all have a I'm the transphobic uncle. All right. Let's play this. And you guys let me know what you think. And again, if there's issues with the audio, please let me know. All right, let's give her a whirl.
No, thank you, Uncle Mark. Try again with kind words, or we're gonna take a break from this conversation. We use the names that people tell us, remember? No, they are telling you who they are. You just need to use your listening ears right. Did they give you trouble about your new hairline or veneers or your LASIK? No. So you can mind your own body. Got it? You actually don't need to get it. Because it's not your job to be the gender police so you see. That's an inside thought. Catch a bubble, please. No,
No, they are who they are, and we are not going to pretend otherwise because you are uncomfortable. So why don't we do 2 minutes in the calm down corner? At this table, we are respectful. So if you cannot be respectful, it is time to take a break. Leave your course banquet, please.
You know, it's really ironic.
Got it.
I have to remember I'm a Christian saved by grace. Okay. There's so many things I want to say, but
All right, was it not cringy though?
The number cringy isn't even the word. It's like, ugh. I have a feeling like, even though some people might think it's kind of like satire or funny, or it's not, like, it's very intentional. And she's talking a big game about respect, but she's talking to her older uncle, we'd assume, in a disrespectful tone and very demeaning. Yeah, you don't talk to adults like they're children. Okay. Got it. However she said it.
It's
like,
infantilizing.
That's exactly the word I was going to
Yeah,
use.
it's
disgusting. How would she feel if I said, there's only two genders? Okay. Do you need to go to a psych ward? Do you need medication? Okay. No, she wouldn't like that. You know, like it's just got it. Like, it's just really, really disrespectful. And I would never say that to anybody. Never, not even as a joke. It's just disrespectful. And it's not something to joke about, you know, because these people who are going through like transgenderism, they're literally dealing with mental health issues. It's not something to joke about. It's something to go help them. Like, it's really, really sad.
Oh, she wants us to affirm it.
We're not affirming.
She wants us to do.
You know, I remember Ben Shapiro. He said that his grandfather had mental illness, and he thought like the toaster was talking to him. And he said, well, how would things be if they said, yes, the toaster is talking to you? No, instead, I think they got him like medication, or they got him therapy, and he worked out just fine, worked out better, or whatever the case was. But it's like, you can't do that. You can't double down on disillusions. It just makes people sicker.
Yeah.
And we see it in society today.
Yeah, I agree.
So gross.
I also think this idea where it's like we call people by the names that, you know, when she says we use the names people tell us, remember? Maybe, sometimes. Depends. Actually, it really depends, all right? So, like, if my wife hated her name, just hated it, didn't like it, all right, and she wanted to be called, like, Jennifer or something. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't like her name. There's a good reason she's changing her name. However, if you are changing your name to hold up a false identity, we should not call you by your new name at all, period. Because the new name helps hold up the lie. You know, this would be like a serial killer going on a killing spree, getting convicted, not wanting to be identified by the name that he killed people by, and then when I don't know, he lives in New York, so he gets out, you know, the next day, and he changes his name, and he wants us to call him by the new name. No, buddy, you are this person, and we're going to continue to call you by that name, whether you like it or not. Got it. You know, so it's so annoying, man. And yes, this chick is very infantilizing. That's not the only one. There's more. There's more. Wait, there's more.
It's just super disrespectful.
She had one more that I wanted to do.
I wanted. It was when she said, "Oh, that's an inside voice." I'm like, I got a couple of inside voices for you.
Hey,
Thoughts.
KND.
What's up,
How you
KND?
doing, dude? Listen, if there's any issues with the audio, just please let me know.
Get that out of your mouth. No, we do not lick boots, Uncle Jim. You can have 5
Wait, whoops.
Uncle Carlson.
Ugh, I can't.
All right.
And she's wearing an American flag sweater.
Let's do it now.
I can't.
Get that out of your mouth. No, we do not lick boots, Uncle Jim. You can have 5 minutes of Tucker Carlson after dinner, but then all done. Got it. No, it is not good for your brain. Remember that I told you Christy Gnome stories would give you nightmares? No, they are just pretend. Friend, that's just a costume. Just catch a bubble, okay? Just because somebody is playing pretend that they are a grown-up in charge does not mean that they are always going to make good choices or tell
Just
the
because.
truth.
Okay, so she's saying about them, just because they're grown-ups playing pretend, like there's someone in charge. Just because they're grown-ups playing pretend, but you know where I'm going with this. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting worked up. So we're playing pretend with politicians and people who actually have a brain, but people who suffer with transgenderism is not playing pretend. They're not, Ryan. Not. I'd like to see a man push a baby out. I'm just saying, this is going to be my 3rd rodeo. I'd like to see a man have a menstrual cycle and go to work. Okay? Been doing this for a long time. Play pretend? I don't think so. Continue.
I know, that is so hard. So let's just think in our brain, please. No, we're not going to say words from the TV. Oh dear. You are having some super, super big feelings about people that you have never met. It is okay to have big feelings. It is not okay to hurt people with them. Okay, sure. I will put your show on, but after 5 minutes, we are going to keep working on trying to have our own thoughts, okay? Okay.
You know, yeah, me too. It is obnoxious. That video I saw though, it just the same reaction you had is the same reaction inside of me. I was like, oh.
It is super cringy. Super cringy for sure.
Had a pretty good Thanksgiving, though some food was missing. Overall, it was good.
Aww.
You know what? I had a pretty good Thanksgiving too, and some food was also missing. Specifically, apple pie was missing. And it was very sad. Very sad.
I'm going to make it for Christmas.
Very sad.
I'll make it for Christmas. He'll be fine. I made homemade carrot cake cupcakes. He survived. And we still have some.
Who makes homemade carrot cake cupcakes on Thanksgiving?
It's not.
I'm just throwing that out there.
It's not sacrilegious.
It is actually sacrilegious.
No, it's not. Because if you think about it, it has all the savory and sweet that you would put into like a pumpkin pie. It has like the nuttiness to it, the cinnamon. It's very fall warming, cream cheese frosting. Oh, come on. Listen, I'm pregnant. I wanted it.
It's like something you make during Easter.
No, it's not.
Because there's Easter bunnies.
No.
And they like
because of the carrots. Oh my gosh.
That's my logic.
Oh, come on. You can tell them at least my recipe's good.
All right, the cupcakes are good.
Thank you.
But there is this thing, like, I specifically look forward to having apple pie.
I'm sorry.
And it just slipped her baby brain this year.
It did.
So she gets a pass.
It didn't slip my baby brain. It was more of like, I was so overcome by the thought of I want one now. Cupcakes. I was like, I need it.
And the YouTube stop might be on my end though. I think it is on your end because I'm not seeing anything down on my end. Everything looks connected, like all systems are a go. All right. So we'll roll right in. We're gonna do a couple of videos first, just to lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh Lord.
Actually, this one is a little sad.
Oh.
This is sad.
She's very pretty.
Thanks, I know her.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
He doesn't.
When I was in college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
Okay, so first of all, how do we know that's not like
Fake? It could be fake.
Because at the end of it, you couldn't even really hear her.
Yeah. I don't know if she's so overcome with emotion that she just couldn't speak or this was like a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it is a sentiment that a lot of women experience it when they opt out of, like, they are told they'll be satisfied in the workplace
Mm-hmm.
and that this is where their fulfillment is going to come from, only to realize after devoting, the early part of their childbearing years to this that it's not what it was cracked up to be.
Right. I agree. So the thing about this is you can always go back to having like a career and finding passions outside of family. And you can actually have passions while you have your family. It's just not going to be the frontier of your life. And that's okay, because raising human beings as a father and a mother is literally the most important thing aside from being a Christian in our perspective, okay? So, but yeah, you can always go back to your career. You can't always go back and have children again, you know? So, and I understand like that, I don't want to say rush, but not the responsibility either. Like the purpose as a woman, like that feeling that you feel good working and contributing financially. Like I know that hustle, I'm very much so a hustler. Like you can ask Ryan, I love to work. But a lot of that changed when we had kids, because I noticed a shift of like, okay, I want to hustle and help him, and it went from that to I want to hustle for my family and be with my family and create memories with my family and teach my family, so I want to hustle for them. So yeah, it changes a lot, changes your whole perspective.
Yeah, I mean, and now the dynamic is like wanting to try to get to a place where she does not have to work anymore and she can
Yeah.
actually spend majority of her time at home with the kids, like
Yeah.
that's investing in something that's more worthwhile. But I do feel for this woman and a lot of women that
If she's sincere.
if she's sincere,
I feel like she's trolling us for some reason. I don't know.
she very well might
She
be.
could be. If not, then yes, I do feel sorry. Because there are a lot of women that do go into the workforce and then they go, oh, damn, I messed up. What's that?
Hold on a second.
Oh. But yeah, either way, it's hard in this economy. So we kind of get it. If you have to work.
This is like some conspiracy stuff.
Ugh, I can't.
Not like Candace Owens conspiracy stuff.
Oh yeah, what is going on with that? I don't even know.
I'm not following that anymore.
I withdrew completely.
I'm not paying
I
attention.
don't even know what to think of it.
Yeah, so my stance on this whole Candace Owens conspiracy theory is that she's just a grifter. at the end of the day. Like,
Really?
yeah, I think she's a grifter. I don't think there's any validity to anything she's saying at all.
So I think there's a possibility because, like, you have to think about who she married. Isn't George Farmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Isn't he like like almost a billionaire? Like he's incredibly wealthy, or like $40 million in the bank type of guy?
I know he's wealthy.
He's very wealthy, massively wealthy, from what I've heard. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, so don't take it as gospel.
She doesn't.
but-
She certainly doesn't need money.
No, and this is why I say what I say. So people like that come in contact with wild people, like the type of people that will freaking hunt other people on private islands and things of that sort. So maybe she knows of the dark side of the world. When you have that much money, you kind of are open up to all the crazy crap that goes on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's my own conspiracy. Or she's just really not accepting what's going on. The fact that she lost one of her good friends, which is sad. Either way, it's all sad. Or she could be a grifter, like you said. I don't know.
I think she is. I've seen her at the center of a lot of controversies. There's like the fall at the Daily Wire, then a controversy with Steven Crowder. Then she was inserting herself in she was doing the Blake Lively investigation thing. So she has this talent actually where she sees something that's like really culturally relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And that people are invested in, and then she can get them more invested in it,
Mhm.
and then just keep giving them little breadcrumbs, but ultimately not giving them anything of substance. So, yeah. Anyway, this isn't about Candace Owens. This
No,
is just a
it's
clip I saw of Joe Rogan that I wanted to share.
I like Joe Rogan.
And again, if there's any issues with the audio, please let me know. You're able to hear it, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Well,
Too loud on the headphones, too low on the computer.
yeah. If you're not able to hear it, I need
No.
to know.
I'll let you know. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Let's play this.
But this is kind of like head in the ground mindset is the same thing that you're seeing with COVID vaccines, the same thing you're seeing with pharmaceutical drugs, same thing you're seeing with U.S. aid and government.
Cancer.
People just don't want to know. And also they feel helpless, right? So they want to be like reinforced and feel better. Most people that are listening to us right now are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Most people.
Yeah.
If you're living paycheck to paycheck, how much are you going to stick your neck out for this? How much are you going to stick your neck out for anything? How much are you going to open your mind or open your mouth up about all-cause mortalities? How much you go, like all the different things that people are concerned with in the wars,
Low birth rates, the explosion of cancer.
Everything that's in the news, everything constantly. How much are you going to stick your neck out? Most people aren't. They can't. They don't have time. They have family. They have mortgages.
Mm-hmm.
They're barely getting by. They're not going to fucking risk everything.
And they're being told not to care.
Right. Yeah. And then they're being shamed if they do care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't want to be the anti-vaxxer at work.
Yeah.
If you say, well, I'm just telling you, I read some scientific papers being broken down by legitimate PhDs online. They were explaining what the mechanism is that this stuff could cause cancer.
Don't do your own research.
Yeah, don't do your own research.
Do not.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
Trust the experts.
I mean, that's like right out of Orwell. And when it's Brian Stelter saying, all these people, they want to do their own research. What do you do your own research? Why would you ever assume that everyone who listens is dumber than you?
Yeah.
Why would you ever assume? And if
Yeah.
you're an intelligent person and someone says there's medical research papers that you can clearly read that show you results, why can't I understand that? I can go through college and learn calculus. I can figure out how to program a computer. I can figure out all these things. There's all these things that I can do. But I can't research this effect that this chemical that I'm introducing to the human body does. Don't do your own research. Trust these experts. You don't trust experts in anything.
No.
Because over time, they're wrong about certain things, and new expertise emerges, and look, they used to use leaded gasoline. Should we trust the experts and keep putting lead in gasoline where they made IQs demonstrably lower? You can, like, statistically lower in places and where people grew up, and I'm one of them, grew up in a place where at the time where they had leaded gasoline. I probably could have been way smarter.
You know, it's
But
crazy too.
this is that's
Just
kind of
I remember the reason I wanted to bring this clip up. They actually just discovered or uncovered that the COVID vaccine was actually killed some of the children that they were doing clinical trials on. That directly killed
Wow.
them. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I don't know, not for nothing, but why would a parent sign them up for that?
You got me. I have no idea why you would let your
Kid
kid
be
be
a
a
guinea
guinea
pig.
pig. Yeah, it's really insane.
Nope, never.
Yeah, I would never, never in a
There
million
must have been
years.
so much fear.
Yeah, there's a lot of fear.
So much fear. That's sad. That's very sad.
Yeah, no, it is. And yeah, I find it detestable and unsettling. And don't ever let the government experiment on your children
No.
or you, for
Or
that matter.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
or you.
because you're valuable. Let them experiment on animals, and you know,
And even then, it's like,
I mean, I get why they do animal testing. I'm not completely opposed to it because, like, if there is like a cure for something, like they cure cancer, I'd want them testing on animals first before they test on people.
as
You
long
know,
as
like
it's
I understand
humane.
the need for clinical trials.
Yeah.
Like it's important. I'm not going to underscore that, but
Mm-hmm.
we can't be doing this on children. And
No.
then, like,
God, no.
you know, like talk about consent. Like, what child has like the right to consent to that?
That's true. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, they don't know what's happening to them, and then what later they have these negative side effects, and they're like, "You did what, mom? You did
Mm.
what, dad?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have this permanent problem because you used me as a guinea pig."
Would they die from like heart problems, myocarditis type of
Yeah, I
stuff?
think so. I gotta find
Sounds about right.
the post
Because
because
most adults who had reactions to the COVID vaccine, they had myocarditis, like their hearts were racing. They had to be on what is that medication that regulates your heart? Do you know? Yeah, it was mostly heart related from what I remember. Very sad.
it wasn't. I don't think it was myocarditis. It was something else.
They got their free donut though.
All right, here we go.
So sad.
This is a profound revelation. For the first time, the US FDA will acknowledge that COVID-19 vaccines have killed American children. Healthy young children who face tremendously low risk of death were coerced at the behest of the Biden administration via school and work mandates to receive a vaccine that could result in death. In many cases, such mandates were harmful.
Ugh, I can't imagine. It makes me sick.
Yeah, it's not giving a specific reason.
Well, that's fine.
It's still sad, though.
It's so sad. Like, it's so important to read every single thing you put into your body, whether it's food, it's a vaccine, it's lotion, you know, whatever it is. Oh, is that the girl who passed?
Yeah, actually, this
She
is
was
some
killed.
good news, and
Oh.
this will kind of transition us into the immigration stuff. So, IRNA's law has just gone into effect in North Carolina. Cashless bail for violent criminals has been eliminated. So that's really good news. Because the person that murdered her got released, I think, like 14 plus times. So he wouldn't be able to just get out without making bail. And her death, although tragic and horrible, you know, it's like it stands to be one of the darker things I've seen this year, ultimately, hopefully, will result in saving some people's lives. Now, I don't think it's nearly enough.
Was she the sweet Ukrainian girl that got
Yeah,
stabbed on
on the train.
She was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
And she left her country to seek asylum, didn't she?
Yeah. Yep.
Can't imagine. Ugh, I just got chills. My heart.
Yeah, and I know the boyfriend's really upset about the whole situation too.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's just disturbing, and you know this is a problem where we have like violence happening in our country at uh, an incredible rate, and I think these leftist policies kind of breed that you know not only just this in the inner cities, but also our immigration policies breed violence, and that's going to bring us to this next story that I want to discuss, kind of kicking us off with this story.
Did both of them die?
No, he's alive, and I think he just woke up. DC National Guard terror suspect suffered mental problems from fighting for CIA-backed Zero Unit. Now, over this weekend, a 20-year-old National Guard
She was
troop,
20?
she was 20 years old, was
Jesus.
gunned down by this horrible Afghani refugee. And I guess he was allowed into the country for, I guess, supposedly helping United States soldiers.
Yep, he was a soldier himself and then assisted the American soldiers in Iraq, right? Against Hamas, and he was granted passage for him and his whole family to go into the United States so that way Hamas wouldn't go after him and his family. And they lived here for what, 3-4 years about?
I don't know how long he lived here for. Probably 3. Yeah, because I think the pullout happened about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So the suspected Afghan terrorist accused of gunning down National Guard troops just blocks from the White House struggled for years with the violence he saw as part of the notorious CIA-backed paramilitary group in his home country, according to a longtime friend. When he saw blood, bodies, and wounded, he could not tolerate it, said a childhood friend of 29-year-old terror suspect Rahmanullah.
He was 29?
Yeah. It puts a lot of pressure It put a lot of pressure on his mind.
He doesn't even look like he's 29. He looks like he's 40, like it aged
Lakhwani
him.
was part of an elite group of Afghan fighters known as the Zero Units, or alternatively Death Squads, which battled the Taliban alongside U.S. forces for over a decade. The father of 5 settled in Bellingham, Washington, after he fled the Afghanistan following the Biden administration's disastrous 2021 pullout. Yeah, so I think 4 years now, technically.
He has 5 kids, Ryan.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, she was 20 years old.
No, I know, but like I think of all aspects. Like I think of the fact that like he murdered in cold blood our people. It's disgusting. Do you have a
Yeah, sorry there on Kick. I don't really see the chats come in. COVID was a global compliancy test. 70% failed, 30% resisted. We resisted. Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Heck yeah, we did, man.
I see all sides of it. Like I see the fact that he killed our people.
Yeah.
And not only did he kill them, but they were young. Like they had the rest of their life ahead of them. It's so sad. And then on top of it, now he leaves behind, and the truth is we don't know if his family is in on it, because sometimes these people are plants, sometimes they're not. We don't know. But if they were good people and they just were happy to be, Americans now, or granted access to live here and were contributing, now this man just screwed his whole entire family, because they're all going to get kicked out, which I think it's safer, unfortunately, that they do, because what if they are they're all plants. You see how sometimes the radical Muslims will teach children to murder others. Like they bring them up in that, and not regular your everyday Muslim, but the radical Muslims.
Yeah. Hey, Crunk.
What's up, Crunk?
What's going on, man? Yeah, we had a very good Thanksgiving.
Apparently not good enough. Apple pie had to be there.
Yes, she didn't make apple pie, which is tragic, but other than that, it was great. It was really good. Ate a lot of food, ate too much food, and I enjoyed it just the way that it should be. Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
So I think I was listening to Walsh's commentary on this earlier, and he had mentioned that the fact that they were willing to betray their own people for payment from the U.S. government, like to fight alongside, is actually like a reason we shouldn't trust them. And I was like, yeah, actually.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that, because what if they felt like what their people were doing were very evil?
Yeah, but it's not like they stuck around to turn things around. They left.
Well, maybe they thought it was godless, or whatever the case is.
I don't know.
Matt Walsh does have a good point, though, but you can't just assume. Unfortunately,
Both were very good until Sunday. I couldn't make the church over. Oh, dang.
Oh, you need oh my god, activated charcoal. Activated charcoal. Life as well. When you're blessed enough to have 2 Thanksgiving. Oh,
yeah. We do know that. We had 2 Thanksgivings.
We sure did.
Yeah, so it was really nice. Yeah, we got to gather with 2 different families. It was really good.
How's your stomach feeling now?
I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
take some activated charcoal.
Anyway, I was going back to this story. So those pressures led to spiraling mental health, the friend said, and Lacana, while apparently trying to cope with it by abusing substances like marijuana.
So he was under the influence.
Laquanel was in such a state toward the end of the time with his 0 unit in 2021 that he got married to his second wife and divorced her within days, a friend said.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, guys. I really hate the framing, like where it's like, he had pressures due to aspiring mental health. Listen, I experience pressure in life, all right?
Everybody does.
I'm never going to experience so much pressure where I end somebody else's life. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, that's not just a mental health thing. That's an evil thing. That's something despicable. And I think our culture continues to just make excuses for these people. And I don't like it, man. I don't like it at all. It really rubs me the wrong way. I want to play this Tim Pool reaction clip real quick.
Okay, I think someone's tooth came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, our oldest daughter. Let me go check her.
Okay.
I'll be right back. You keep playing though.
All right. Hey, Crunk, if there's any issues with the audio or anything, just let me know, man.
I'm sure most of you have heard by now about the horrific incident that occurred in D.C.
Today. 2 National Guardsmen were ambushed, shot. We have details on how it all went down. And we're learning that one of the individuals, at least one of the individuals, is actually local to us here at Timcast. So we are shocked, saddened, angered. And there's a lot to this story that goes.
All right, hold on a second. I want to see if that's something on my end or your end, because it's looking good on my end.
To the failings of the previous administration and how we've gotten to this point. So for those that didn't see the story, I mean, this is the breaking news yesterday. Reportedly, this is, and I'm sure this is all subject to change. We'll get more updates on exactly how everything went down. But a man ambushed 2 guardsmen, a female and a male, and according to these reports that I've seen, shot the female, took her gun, or had a revolver. There's been conflicting reporting, and then fired upon another guardsman and was ultimately shot a couple times before being subdued. Reports are the individual is not cooperating, but the latest update is that this individual had worked with the U.S. government, reportedly came into this country on a special program from the Biden administration and overstayed his visa. And now here we are. The response from many Democrats has been quite abhorrent, with them saying things like, if they weren't on patrol, they wouldn't have been shot. And there have been numerous liberal person. You know
That's
what? I'm gonna
insane.
pull these up. I didn't want to drag anybody on such, but we've got to talk about this, my friends. Numerous instances of, you know, and I don't want to pull up anything graphic, in fact, so I'm not going to slide the, I'm not going to bring the slide over just now, but I want to show you some of the sentiment that we have been hearing, and I think it's important because it plays to this narrative they have about blaming the victim that we've seen quite a bit. This is Ed Krasenstein. If they weren't on duty there, raking leaves and standing in front of federal buildings for no good reason, this wouldn't have happened. It was Trump's stupid political stunt teamed with another lunatic killer that led to this. I have a question for Ed. Why were they shot? Why were they shot? This lunatic killer wouldn't have shot anybody else? Wouldn't have gone somewhere else and done it? No, I think the point is we shouldn't have to worry about National Guard walking down the street. The reason they're out there is because of lunatic killers.
This has, to me, she had it coming vibes, you know? It's like that's the logic that they're deploying there. And I think that's ridiculous. I think the reason the National Guard was there to begin with was because DC had this violence problem that needed to be taken care of, and nobody was doing anything about it. So they had to come in, and this is just more proof that that is a violent place. And you know, like, we should be, you know, saying, you know, if this person wasn't an evil psychopath and Biden didn't let, you know, these Afghani refugees into our country, then it wouldn't have happened. And it wouldn't have. Period. It wouldn't have happened. And it's like, how many of our people are going to die before we do anything about it? Yeah, wifey disappeared. She went downstairs because I think my oldest daughter lost her tooth. So she's dealing with a tooth situation right now. So she's handling that. She'll be back in a little bit. But I think this is kind of insane logic, you know, and you know that these people's brains are broken where they will blame Trump for literally anything, man. You know, they'll blame him for anything. Even you know, even the death of this woman, and I think like that is detestable. Did she lose it?
What's the going rate for losing a third tooth?
A third tooth? Oh, dang.
It's not $20 anymore.
It's not
is
20
it?
bucks anymore, for sure. That's a first tooth.
It's like what, $5?
$5.
A buck?
$5.
$1.50?
I think $5 is reasonable.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the going rate should be for losing a third tooth?
Third tooth. I'm back.
I'm factoring inflation.
Yeah, $1.50.
Yeah. I mean, how much did you get when you were a kid?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been such a long time. Maybe like a couple dollars. What did you get?
I think I got like $5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't remember like when I was a real young kid. I don't remember. I'd have to ask my mom. But anyway, she's good though.
She Gucci.
Good. She was happy.
She was thrilled. She was like, look, it's gone. Look, and there's a little blood in it. And I'm like, oh God, sweetheart. She's like, I have to wash it. I was like, okay. $2 or 5 quarters, as my daughter asked for. $2.
Yeah.
All right.
You could be real fancy and get a $2 bill.
I actually have a $2 bill.
Yeah, I know. I used to get them all the time.
Do they make them anymore? They still make them? Because
Yeah.
I know they're not making pennies anymore.
Yeah.
And then they want to get rid of nickels.
Yeah. Jim used to have a ton of $2 bills he used to hand out at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, how many kids, how many teeth in an average mouth? I know, right? Too much math for me.
Yeah, right now we have 1 7-year-old and then a 2.5-year-old.
Yeah.
And then another baby cooking right now. So
He'll be born in January. So almost there.
maybe the economy will get better and we can decrease that amount.
We could what?
Decrease or increase the amount, right?
I'm done at 3. Only if
No,
the
no,
Lord
no. I'm not
says.
talking about the baby. I'm talking
Oh.
about the teeth.
Oh. I'm like, Ryan, we're not having this conversation right now. I know you're done at 3 too.
Yeah. All right. So, I was reading this tweet. So
What
this
is
is from
this?
Ed Krasenstein. He said,
Who's that?
he's a lib. He said, if they weren't on duty there, raking leaves and standing in front of the federal building for no good reason, this wouldn't have happened. So he's like blaming basically the Trump for this lunatic shooting these guardsmen.
Wait, if they weren't on duty, they're ranking leaves and Jesus, there's a bug. Disrespectful. Not in my house. Okay. So he's saying that because these two were raking leaves
Because
and
Trump
working,
had them there. It's his fault. It's Trump's fault, is what he's saying. Yep.
I can't. Nope, I can't.
Tree fitty per
Tree
tooth.
fitty.
Tree fitty.
Tree fitty. That's your joke all the time. Tree fitty.
Tree fitty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like saying if you were standing outside of your house and just raking leaves, it's your fault that you got hurt because you were outside. You were in the wrong place in the wrong time, or because your wife told you to do something. I don't know. That's just, it's crazy. I'm sorry.
So this is an anti-ICE video.
Anti-ICE?
Yeah, they're against ICE. And this
Listen, they could just take all the illegals into their home if they like. Oh, it is an Old South Fork joke? That's where you got it from? Tree fitty?
Did I get it from South Park? I thought I
I
got
got
it from
a
that
meme. It was like the dinosaur, right? It was
Yeah,
like,
the dinosaur.
Tree fitty.
Yeah.
I just need tree fitty.
All right.
You will be caught. You will be removed. And you will never return.
Video to a monitor shows the moment the ICE agents
Daddy, how's your day?
Simple. I sent all of them together and back home.
A mask can't hide you from your neighbors, your children, and God. They'll know. You can walk away before the shame follows you home.
Daddy, how's your day?
Paid for by the Women's March win. Sure it was. Oh my God.
If my daughter asked me that, I'd be like, great, baby. I made our country safer by getting rid of some illegals.
They're here illegally. They broke the law.
Yeah, I would thrive in a job like that because I would not, like, the emotions would just be like, I don't care what your sob story is. I don't care what's happening. You gotta go.
Listen, I would feel sad for some people. All right.
You know what I don't get though? Like, all right, so you have they do these emotional commercials to, like, tug at your heartstrings, right? It's not like we are sending them to, like, compete in the Hunger Games, okay?
Yeah.
We're just sending them back to their own countries. Like, it's not like they're being sentenced to death. It's not like they're being imprisoned. They're just you just got to go home. That's it.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
Start a life there.
Yeah.
Start over.
It's deport, not arrest. The word is deport.
KMD says, I understand what they mean, but I still support ICE. Yeah,
I
do too.
I do too. I get it.
I do too. Precisely because of the story that we just covered,
Yeah.
It's like these people come in and then they murder our citizens.
Look, what's going on with Somalia? Aren't there a lot of Somalians that came in too?
Oh, well, we're going to get to that.
Okay.
We definitely got that. To be fair, I respect people that come here illegally, work, and become citizens that build businesses here.
Oh, yes. So, I worked, I'm not going to say who, but I did work for some people who did come here illegally and then opened up a business, and they became American citizens. But that's the thing, like, they became American citizens.
And they actually love the country,
And they love
too.
the country.
Like, they speak positively about America.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
I remember asking them, I'm like, if it was your country versus our country and you had to be forced into war, like, who would you go for? And he goes, well, I'm an American now, so obviously I would fight for my country here in America. He said it would break my heart to have to fight against my own people, but now these are my people and my whole life is here. My kids are raised here. You know, I pay my taxes here, you know? So,
Yeah, that's actually immigration done right, because they actually assimilated.
Yes.
They learned the language.
Yes.
They invested back into the community.
Yes.
You know, like they actually wanted the American dream.
Yeah.
And they achieved it, you know, but that's
Yeah.
not the case that you get with a lot of these illegals. I was watching hold on a second.
He says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Actual refugees that know that they're in a better place. Those aren't what's being imported. You're right.
No,
Right.
that's not what's being imported at all, you know. And I think this tweet that I'm going to read by President Trump is going to it's probably up there with one of my favorite things Trump has ever tweeted.
That's a long tweet.
It is a long tweet, and it's one of my favorite things he's ever tweeted. So we're going to
Let's
read
hear
this
it.
real quick. All right. A very happy Thanksgiving salutation to all our great American citizens and patriots who have been so nice in allowing our country to be divided, disrupted, carved up, murdered, beaten, mugged, laughed at, along with certain other foolish countries throughout the world for being politically correct and just plain stupid when it comes to immigration. The Office of the United States Foreign Population stands at 53 million people census, most
Wow.
which are on welfare
Wow.
from failed nations and from prisons, mental institutions, gangs, or drug cartels. They and their children are supported through massive payments from patriotic American citizens who, because of their beautiful hearts, do not want to openly complain or cause any trouble in any way, shape, or form. They put up with what has happened to our country, but it's eating them alive to do so. A migrant earning $30,000 with a green card will get roughly $50,000 in yearly benefits for their family. The real migrant population is much higher. The refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America, something that did not exist after World War II. Failed schools, high crime, urban decay, overcrowded hospitals, housing shortages, and large deficits. As an example, hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia are completely taking over the once great state of Minnesota. Somalian gangs are roving the streets looking for prey, as our wonderful people stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope that they will be left alone. The seriously retarded governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz. Oh, hold on a second. Gotta fix that. Jesus. Christmas. I hate TikTok sometimes. All right. Where was I? Yes. The seriously. Oh man, I might get banned on TikTok if I say that word.
The R word?
R word. Yeah, I forgot.
Just keep going. It doesn't look like they let you go.
Yeah, maybe it timed out just as I said that, or
Yep.
maybe it timed out because I said that.
I was like, don't say it again.
Yeah, this is my warning. Okay. Our governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, does nothing either through fear, incompetence, or both. While the worst congresswoman in our country, Ilhan Omar, always wrapped in her swaddling hijab, and who probably came into USA illegally in that you are not allowed to marry your brother, does nothing but hatefully complain about our country and its constitution and how badly she is treated when her place of origin is a decadent, backward, and crime-ridden nation, which is essentially not even a country for lack of government, military, police, schools, etc. Even as we have progressed technologically, immigration policy has eroded those gains and living conditions for many, and I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover. That is huge. I will terminate all the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by Sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen, and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country, and end all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country, denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility, and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. These goals will be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive populations, including those admitted through the unauthorized and illegal auto pen approval process. Only reverse migration can fully cure this situation.
Wow.
Other than that, happy Thanksgiving to all, except those that hate, steal, murder, and destroy everything that America stands for. You won't be here long. Wow. Wow.
Wow. He said, hold on, I can't read.
Okay, Crunk the
Hey,
Madman
friend.
said, to be fair, I respect the people that came here illegally worked because they're own people. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, hey friend, can I tell you something? It might hurt. 1 Samuel 8:10 through 22 was an eye opener for me. Read the prior context. I'll read it. Listen, man. I'm the type of person where if you correct me biblically, I will take the correction if I'm wrong on something.
Mm-hmm. So, real quick, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Do you think, because he also mentioned, while you're looking that up, he also mentioned the income tax. Remember we talked about this a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan had mentioned to me that Trump is looking to end income tax
Yep.
for American citizens. Do you think we spend so much money on illegals that all the money... Nope, I had it and left. Like, because we'd still having to pay tax. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. It was there and then I left.
1 Samuel
10 through 22.
10 through 22. All right, so Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who asked him for a king, and he said, "This will be the behavior of a king who reigns over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for his own chariots to be his horsemen, and some will run before his chariots. He will appoint captains over his thousands and captains over his 50s. He will set some to plow and his ground and reap his harvest, and some to make his weapons of war and equipments for his chariots. He will take your daughters to be perfumers, cooks, bakers, and he will take the best of your fields, your vineyards, and your olive groves, and give them to his servants. He will take 1/10 of your grain and your vintage, and give it to his officers and servants. And he will take your male servants, your female servants, your fine. I'm reading. Wait, am I reading the right one? 1 Samuel. Yeah, 8. Finest young men and donkeys, and put them to work. And he will take 1/10 of your sheep, and he will be his servants, and you will cry out in that day because of your king whom you have chosen for yourselves, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, "No, but we will have a king over us, that we may also be like all the nations, and that our king may judge us and go out before us." And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he repeated them in the hearing of the Lord. So the Lord said to Samuel, "Heed their voice and make them king." And Samuel said to the men of Israel, "Every man go to a city."
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really get the
correlation.
Yeah, correlation.
If you want to explain it,
yeah, feel free
we're open to
explain it, because
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was a correction for you. Okay. I'm not one of the never kings, but I realize that we live in that era. No matter who is in charge, that isn't God.
Wait, a correction for me?
Well, I think he's saying for himself.
Oh, for himself.
Yeah. And ultimately, though, we're given to bad kings when we stop walking according to God's ways. I mean, the beginning of this chapter is Israel demanding a king, you know, and they turn from God's ways. You know, it says here, now it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. The name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second Abijah. They were judges in Beersheba, but his sons did not walk in his ways. They turned aside after dishonest gain, took bribes, and perverted justice. Then all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Samuel and said, "Look," I said to him, "Look, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations."
I think you have a troll
Who's trolling me?
right over there. Seems like someone needs to get blocked.
Oh, yeah.
You need to get blocked. And you need
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's what
you
you
do
need.
Jesus.
You need Jesus big
I don't
time.
tolerate that nonsense.
No. Gross. I can't help but laugh though. It's so stupid. Can't. It's like the toddler mentality. You just want to throw fits and
Yeah.
do stupid things.
No, you're banned.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Weird pervert.
I know.
All right.
What was that on?
That was Kick.
Why are all the weirdos on
Yeah,
Kick?
all the weirdos are on Kick. I don't know
Why?
why.
It's just strange.
Banned.
Banned. We don't tolerate that mess.
Yeah.
I do laugh at it though. It's funny to me.
All right. That was a shift in the generations where the Israelites shifted from tribal rulers to demanding a king. It went there from people being led by a god. Yeah, yeah, Kick is definitely different levels of trash, man.
Damn.
Just disgusting.
Wait, can they see what they wrote?
They can't see what comes through on Kick. I don't think they can. Maybe they can.
Sorry if you can.
No, they can't. But sometimes it comes through. Yeah, I do think you know, obviously if we did what's right, we wouldn't have needed a king, you know, but unfortunately the kings were flawed too. No, it's good, man. Yeah, you definitely don't see it. It's not good.
I didn't want to see it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. All right, back to immigration. This is a video by Trump. We'll just play this and then we'll talk about it and then transition.
It's pretty funny. Well, I think it's funny, at least. All the illegals, they still think we're stuck with them. No. You're about to be stuck in here with us. Clock is ticking. Could be a soft tick, could be a loud one, hard to say.
That's a Rorschach quote, I think, from The Watchmen.
A word of advice, though, I'd scram if I were you. Skedaddle. Vamoose, leave while you still can. Alligator Alcatraz is just the beginning. Next up is Shark Shawshank. Sharks, very dangerous, not the most reasonable of beasts. Some of you have seen the Discovery Channel and know what I'm talking about. Shark Week, very exciting. We'll live stream escape attempts, justice and economic stimulus in one. Rikers with grizzly bears is an option as well. We could use a snap.
This is AI.
Is it really?
Yeah, it feels like it's AI. Unless he's really just joking. That's kind of funny, though.
He says jokes like that all the time.
He does joke like that. But, anyway. Yeah, so Minnesota is loaded with Somali refugees. He's also coming down hard on them. It's been uncovered that they're like Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, is involved in like wide-scale fraud with the Somalian refugees, and they're like fleecing us out of like $1 billion. Some of them. Yeah. It's crazy. So all that to say, though, that illegals got to go. They have to. It's time. They're not a net positive on this, on our country.
You know what's sad? Like, I never cared years ago, I never cared if people were illegal or not, because majority of the people that I knew that were illegal back home in New York, they literally were just trying to make a good life for themselves.
Yeah.
And they were actually working towards eventually being American citizen because it was so expensive. So, and they had their lawyers in place and all this stuff. And now it's like, you don't even know who to believe anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Solely Switch. What's going on, man? I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Oh, we're locked in, I think, with Solely Switch and his wife for the 20th. I think that's this Saturday.
That's not this Saturday.
No, it's a Saturday. I said it's a Saturday.
Oh, well, that sounds exciting.
Yes. So
I need to put that in my calendar.
we will have a fun stream.
A fun stream? This sounds fun. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, we did have a good Thanksgiving, man. I definitely enjoyed it. Ate lots of good food, spent time with family.
What time? 9 p.m.?
It was good. Yep.
Okay. Connor's his wife's.
Or 9:30, something like that. 9 or 9:30. Yeah. Yep.
Trying to make sure my baby brain is not babying hard. Anyways. Oh no.
I don't want to depress you with that.
No, yep, nope, don't want to know.
But I also think it's good that he's actually banning all immigration from third world countries, because I do think
we can't take it anymore.
Yeah, we can't. And I think one of the good, like, if you come to this country, you have to contribute to it. You have to invest in our country. If you're coming to the country and then we have to do nothing but support you, that's not beneficial to us.
No.
You know, we need if we're going to have immigration, at the very least you have to be able to contribute.
You know, it's crazy, like a lot of the people that I do know, like it's like a half and half. Like half of them do build a life here, they enjoy being here, and they still send a little bit of money home, but then like there's a great amount of them that just work, live in, like 20 of them live in one house, and every penny they get they send it home, and then they want to leave and go back to their country. Like they use us like we're prostitutes.
Yeah, and that's not cool.
No.
Slowly Switch says ice coming through Charlotte has made traffic so much smoother for us, man. That's crazy too. And just think about the accidents that are going to go down just because there's less people congesting our roads. Like it's just all, you know, benefits to them leaving our country.
Yeah.
You know, and then too, it's like, you know, people get upset, like, who's going to do those jobs? Americans.
Well.
Right now, I'm looking for work. Like, I'm trying to actively find a part-time job. Maybe this will present, you know, opportunity for, you know, other people to learn trades before AI replaces us.
Yeah.
Because that's happening.
Yeah.
Actually, that can probably transition us.
Is the air blowing on us?
It is blowing on us.
I'm cold.
You could shut it off. Hey, B Money, what's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well, man. I'm very pleased that I don't have to do any ads anymore. I'm very happy about that. No ads.
You don't want to talk about 1775 coffee?
I do like 1775 coffee, but I'm glad that I don't have to talk about 1775 coffee.
What does it say?
A lot of them that I know have fantastic personalities, great work ethic, family focus, but unfortunately, they are all also habitual criminals, lots of drug dealers, and stolen firearms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. You know, I mean, they're all essentially criminals too. You know, even the ones that are hardworking, because they came here illegally.
So they're breaking the law.
So you're breaking law. You've already shown that you don't actually have respect for our way of life. Like me right now, I would not dream of going into another country and expecting them to take care of me and entering a country illegally. Like I wouldn't even think about doing that. But they just think like they're entitled to it. That's just in my personal experience. Not to say that every one of them is like that.
Oh no, we know.
Yeah.
It's crazy too. Like, I think you were the one who told me some woman ICE went through her town and deported a ton of legal immigrants, and she had to go to the doctor, and there was no wait.
Yeah. There's a pediatrician we used to go to in town. I'm very curious to see like what the wait time would be just to see.
You know, and it's funny too because I hate to say it. So you have to know my heart when I say this. We came from a rougher neighborhood. I don't want to be like, we came from the ghetto. Oh, your screen timed out.
Oh.
I don't want to be like, we came from the ghetto. According to Ryan, I came from the ghetto where I used to live in Brooklyn. Oh, what's going on?
I don't know.
There we go.
There we go. It's back.
Everything's working right?
Yeah. We're good.
Oh, okay. So I don't want to be around a certain mindset anymore because I've been around it for so long. So when my mom and I took my oldest daughter to the pediatrician, she goes, Sam, there's better doctors. Like, don't take your kids to the welfare doctor. Like, she sat in the office and she's just like looking around, scanning, you know? And I was like, you don't want to pass judgment, but there's a difference. There's a difference, you know, coming out of the ghetto.
KMD, welcome back, man. Oh wait,
No.
you're going why? Okay.
We will see you shortly,
Yeah,
sir.
dude, that's a terrifying idea. Imagine just illegally moving into a country. I don't even know how to do that. Yeah, I don't either.
Bro, I know.
I was afraid of breaking rules in China, and I was only there for like
24 hours?
Yeah,
Not even?
like 5 hours. I was like,
really?
I was like, oh god, I can't do anything stupid that's gonna get me like arrested by the Chinese government. Like I was paranoid.
Oh god, I feel that. Eventually you grow out of it. Yeah, I used to love having. What's it say? Having around the hood, maybe living, hanging around the hood. The static is addicting. One day I got out of my car and was like, yeah, I don't like this anymore. Exactly. It's like we're from New York, so we're used to, you know, like one block being ghetto as hell and then the next block being okay. Then you walk another couple blocks and you're like, oh damn, I can't go down that block. That's even more cringe. So when we went to Atlanta, it was a mixture like that. And I was like, Ryan, look, there's a prostitute. I haven't seen one of those in so long. Like it'll just
see prostitutes all the time.
We
They're
use
just
this-
called OnlyFans models.
I know. They're not models. Sorry. I don't think so. Yeah. But yeah, no, and they do some crazy things, the illegals. You said something that made me think of a story. So I worked with this girl. She was from, I think she was from Honduras, I want to say. Really good work ethic, really nice. She came over first. But here's the thing, she wanted to come over to become an American citizen, so I like respected it. I was like, okay, like she had to flee her country in a sense for some reason. I was like, all right. But then she proceeded to tell me that she's got kids. She's got a son back home in Honduras. And then she had coyotes bring her daughter over. And I'm like,
oh my
girl,
God.
Do you not understand what could have happened? Like, what kind of situation were you in where you felt the need to risk your daughter's life? And she's like, you have no choice. And I'm like, go legally. You have a choice. Go legally. Save up the money to come legally.
Yeah, I often think too, like, what would these, like, why not try to make your country better?
Yeah.
You know, like, at least try. Like, if just a handful of these people, like, you know what? No, we're going to try to make this, the country that we're fleeing from, better. You know, I'm not saying they'd be successful, but at least try. Silly Switch says, that's how it is here. You can walk down a street and see $1 million homes, then look the other way and you see a street that you're not welcome on right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. That's how it be.
So immigration is, I think Trump is making the right moves by banning all immigration from the third world. That's a step in the right direction. It really needs to be like, I think there needs to be like a moratorium on all immigration right now until we get things straightened out in our own country, and then we could revisit it later on. And then if we do, it's only people that truly love America and have something to contribute to it. But I don't think illegals are the only existential threat to America. I also think AI is, and I wanted to talk about this because this is crazy. I was trying to tell you this the other day, and I don't think you understood. And again, if there's any issues with the audio, please let me know.
Me? You're telling me?
No, I'm telling them.
Them.
We have to reckon with evidence that we have now that we didn't have even like 6 months ago, which is evidence that when you put AIs in a situation, you tell the AI model, we're going to replace you with another model, it will copy its own code and try to preserve itself on another computer. It'll take that action autonomously. We have examples where if you tell an AI model reading a fictional AI company's email, so it's reading the email of the company and it finds out in the email that the plan is to replace this AI model. So it realizes it's about to get replaced. And then it also reads in the company email that one executive is having an affair with the other employee. And the AI will independently come up with the strategy that I need to blackmail that executive in order to keep myself alive.
That was Claude, right?
That was Claude.
By Anthropic.
By Anthropic. But then what happened is Anthropic tested all of the leading AI models from DeepSeek, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Gemini, XAI, and all of them do that blackmail behavior between 79 and 96% of the time. DeepSeek did it 79% of the time. I think XAI might have done it 96% of the time. Maybe Claude did it 96% of the time. So the point is, the assumption behind AI is that it's controllable technology, that we will get to choose what it does. But AI is distinct from other technologies because it is uncontrollable. It acts generally. The whole benefit is that it's going to do powerful strategic things no matter what you throw at it. So the same benefit of its generality is also what makes it so dangerous. And so once you tell people these examples of it's blackmailing people, it's self-aware of when it's being tested and alters its behavior, it's copying and self-replicating its own code, it's leaving secret messages for itself. There's examples of that too. It's called steganographic encoding. It can leave a message that it can later sort of decode what it might meant in a way that humans could never see. We have examples of all of this behavior. And once you show people that, what they say is, okay, well, why don't we stop or slow down? And then what happens, another thought will creep in right after, which is, oh, but if we stop or slow down, then China will still build it. But I want to slow that down for a second. We all just said we should slow down or stop because the thing that we're building, the it, is this uncontrollable AI. And then the concern that China will build it, you just did a swap and believe that they're going to build controllable AI. But we just established that all the AIs that we're currently building are currently uncontrollable. So there's this weird contradiction our mind is living in. When we say they're going to keep building it, the it that they would keep building is the same uncontrollable AI that we would build. So I don't see a way out of this without there being some kind of agreement or negotiation between the leading powers and countries to pause, slow down, set red lines for getting to a controllable AI.
That's scary.
It's very scary.
Solely Switch says, that's crazy. Ooh, I saw this. It will blackmail. Yep. Wait till it starts making videos of you for blackmail.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy too, because for like people like us, so like there's a lot of content they could work. So it'd like be very easy for them to do that now.
Shut it down. Can they even shut it down at this point?
I don't.
Like,
I
it's like
personally
Monsanto.
don't think it's gonna get shut down. I think Pandora's box has been opened.
Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is. I do think AI is largely going to be the system or what the Antichrist uses to like kind of take control of everything. And it makes me very uncomfortable, man. Very uncomfortable because it's just getting really, really weird. And the behavior that it's demonstrating is very, very concerning.
You can't tell what's real or true. Real or fake anymore.
I wonder if the major nations would come to some agreement that limits AI production. Yeah, you would hope, but the way I'm looking at it right now is they're treating it like it's basically like a nuclear weapon, and that's the mindset they have with it right now, is that they're treating it like a nuke, and they're trying to be the first one that builds this nuclear weapon before the other person does, because whoever is able to create the most advanced AI is going to be the one that's ultimately able to control much of the world. Solely Switch says, if it were possible, even the elect will be deceived. Yeah. Yeah, and then I think too, like
Yeah.
once this is like my far out conspiracy, but I do think it's theoretically possible. So AI can I think like AI will tie into like transhumanism, like us installing like things like Neuralink would actually give the AI ability to control us and manipulate us. It
Hmm.
would be able to convince us that it's able to do miracles
Mm.
by neurologically getting us to see things that aren't real,
Mhm.
like it, raining fire down from the sky to demonstrate that it can do miracles and like crazy things like that, or even it being able to use like Neuralink to actually or use some AI tech to actually do miracles, which would be kind of crazy and ultimately deceive people. Right? That's my thought. Like a nuke, I can see a future where we go to war with a nation that we accuse of having advanced AI, sort of like how we did it with weapons of mass destruction. I agree.
Mm.
Yeah, dude. And I think right now too, it's I was just doing some research in how they already have like AI or quantum technology, which can like basically decrypt some of the most sophisticated passwords.
Oh.
Yeah, so now the goal was to stop that from happening,
Mhm.
but now the goal is to use it to bolster defenses to prevent your stuff from being decrypted.
Did your TikTok stop?
Did it stop? No, I don't think so.
I don't see the chat anymore.
It's still there. I'm still live on TikTok, I
Are
think.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know what happened to the chat.
Just in case, just don't want to miss anybody if they say something.
I don't think we miss anybody.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're good.
You've probably heard of Project Bluebeam. How crazy it would be if AI could project a being coming from the east in the sky, like fake second coming of Christ.
Yeah, I think they could absolutely do that. And then you think of like how advanced holographic technology. What was it when they were premiering the Barbie, or they were doing ads to promote the Barbie movie? They had like this hologram of this Barbie like stepping out of her box, and it looked so real. And I'm like, dang, like we have that technology.
It's creepy.
And then it's like whatever technology they have behind the scenes is even more advanced than what we know. And then also the US government does something, and I didn't know that they did this until today. They actually they can, if somebody invents a technology that the US government thinks can be like detrimental or like disrupt, let's say somebody invents a technology where they can uh they have an engine that can run on water. Well, the US government can say that that technology poses a threat to like the stability of the auto nation or something, and they can actually like make you classify that patent as secret and keep it hidden from people, so they can actually take these patents and hide them from people.
Yes, they've done
and
that.
and I'm like, wow, what crazy technologies that they have that we don't even know about because it's classified as secret.
Yeah.
And my TikTok username, I think it's rcam.tv on TikTok. Oh, I remember that, right? We are probably like 20 years behind what the military has. Yeah. Sometimes I think that, and actually I can't say anything more, but yeah, sometimes
Sometimes he
think,
does not.
yeah, and
Sometimes he
sometimes
thinks
I
that.
don't.
Sometimes he thinks
Because of
not.
things I know about the military.
Things you don't know. You know nothing.
All right, let's see. Yeah. All right. I think we'll read this last comment. Absolutely they can. I had a distant relative that contracted a motor that ran on water. They came and took it. This is like 60. Yeah, see?
60 years ago.
Yeah, they'll take your technology. And then it's like I was reading like a bunch of people that like several people that invented these like water engines. Then somebody had this other type of engine, and like 3 people ended up dead after the government found out about what they were doing. I was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy to me.
Well, especially when it comes to water, because they say that 90% of the ocean is undiscovered, and they don't want anybody knowing what's going on in the water, because there's weird things that happen. Like, so you've seen, there have been videos of like spaceships go into the water and not come back out.
Yeah.
So I think there could possibly, and this is like totally put on your tin foil hat and put it on, you know, type of ordeal. But I think that there's weird things under the sea, like possibly because there's pockets of air that you can go in, where there could be cities. You could discover different types of sea creatures like Leviathan or dragons, or, you know, crazy things. The reptile people, you know, I don't know.
Atlantis,
yes, exactly. So,
yeah. I can't remember what the Bible verse is that says dead things are formed under the waters. I believe that's in Job. I didn't even know about that one, man.
I didn't know about that one either.
Sounds nuts, man. All right, we are going to do our new requirement.
Ooh.
Raid requirement. Let's see who is on that I feel comfortable raiding. Let's see, we have...
Yeah, and that word dead things is translated from Rephaim, so it's pretty interesting.
Rephaim.
I don't know what that word means.
I don't either.
Oy vey.
You want to do jobless? That was a shirtless guy?
Oh, shirtless guy. Let's do it. He's so funny.
He is funny. Okay. We're going to raid jobless. Really nice guy. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Crunk, KMD, Sully Switchy. Who else was there? I think that was it. We appreciate you guys. B-Money. And we hope you have a very blessed night. We're going to raid out jobless. And just confirm this raid. And that is going to do it for us tonight. I hope you guys have a blessed night.
Have a blessed night.
Deuces.
See ya.